and Twitch. And so let me pull up my chat for that. And let me pull up my TikTok. All right. Come back, TikTok. All right, that is better. Let's go ahead and get started on TikTok now. Alrighty, we should be live on TikTok now. Yep, looks like we're live there too. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start sorting my cards until we get some other viewers here. And so let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. All right, now I have all my stuff set up here. What's up, Lukesh? Long time no see. How are you doing today? Oops, I got these wrong. There we go. Nice. I'm doing well. Just spent the day like cleaning and organizing at my house, so now I'm doing the same with my cards so that I can figure out what's going on here because I have way too many cards just sitting on my desk right now. Yeah, and I just started like maybe 2 minutes ago, I want to say, maybe even less. So I'm just starting off some sorts, and then if you look in the background, I have a Mega Evolution. I have another booster box there, so I might start ripping that later if we get enough people on this live stream. So what's up, Jace? Good to see you again. Ooh, this is from... Oh, we got foil energies again in Ascended Heroes. I totally forgot about that. I have not been paying attention to what I've been opening because I opened too many things lately. When did I get... Oh, the bundle just came in... or not bundle. The booster box came in earlier today, like maybe an hour or two ago. I paid more than I should, but I just needed more stuff to record in like the near future. So it's gonna hurt a little bit, I think, but it'll be fine. Let's see. These are the promo cards. I'm gonna put those to the side for now. And let's see. Oh, wow. Looks like I have a ton of viewers on YouTube right now. So what's up, Shadow and Elizabeth? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. I'm just hanging out with, chatting about whatever and sorting cards for right this second. But then I'll probably open some of that booster box behind my sorting tray here, the Mega Evolution box there. I didn't do very well so far on Mega Evolution. So a lot of people watched me go through a whole booster box with no SIRs the other day. So hopefully today is better. And for anybody wondering, this is the BCW Safe Sort sorting tray. You can get it on Amazon from BCW. And hey, Frost, thank you. I am hopeful that those packs actually aren't terrible today. I also have another one of those mystery bundle things coming later this week. So once that comes in, I'll do another live stream and we can open some old packs together once we get enough likes. And so, am I doing this right? I feel like there we go. Oh, nice. Well, welcome to the stream. And yeah, appreciate both of y'all over on the TikTok side. And do I have an Umbreon card? This is from Jackster on YouTube or Twitch. I don't have the Umbreon SIR yet. It's like one of my chase cards. I do have the Umbreon promo card that came out like with the Prismatic Figure Collection. I have a bunch of those, but I think I either gave them away or sent a handful to PSA for grading. But I am still chasing that Umbreon SIR. I just like the other day pulled the regular double rare EX card for Umbreon from Prismatic, and that took me months. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I need to do multi-stream chat, I think. Let's see if that works. Bear with me here for a second. If I don't see your chats on Twitch and YouTube, I'll switch it back to the other chat, but I'm trying to do this multi-stream chat through the Streamlabs app. Roaring Moon. Is this a holo or a reverse holo? These cards are the hardest thing to figure out if they're holos or reverse holos. Like, I just can't figure it out. I think that's a regular holo. There's fire. I need to get like real into the sorting here so I can start going faster. But yeah, if you haven't used one of these sorting trays and you are a sorter of cards, like I highly recommend these just because it's fast, it's organized, and it's honestly kind of therapeutic. Especially once you get in the groove and you start going real fast. Okay, cool. Let's see. All right, I need more cards. Here we go. So I have a stack of cards that's probably like, I don't know, 200 cards tall or so, and I have like 10 of those sitting on my desk to the right of the video here. So I'm trying a new format today, so anybody watching, it's obviously in portrait mode because TikTok is my main social media account. So I realized like it doesn't do me any, or it doesn't give me any help to set my TikTok to landscape where everybody has to like rotate their phone. That's like the fastest way to get people to not watch your live streams on TikTok. So if you're watching this on a computer or on your TV, I'm sorry. Especially on a TV. That like if you're on YouTube's like Apple TV app, I apologize. Hello, Leafeon fan. How you doing today? And let's see. Oh, thank you, Frost, for following. Appreciate you. And yeah, your brother has been an awesome follower of mine lately, and really appreciate y'all. And especially coming into my lives all the time. And like I said, Lukesh, I'm going to do something for you one of these days. I'll probably send you some kind of supporter, like super fan prize once I pull the next giveaway. Because I appreciate my followers and the people I interact with, and I want to interact with as many people as possible. So the more you like and share and stuff, the better that is for me. So again, appreciate y'all. Hey, Evolved. Sorter is BCW Safe Sort, and so you can get this on Amazon. I think it's like $20-$30. I'll do my quick spiel on what I like and what I don't like about this sorting tray. It has 26 slots, obviously. It's A to Z. It's ambidextrous, so I do mine where I take my cards in my left hand and put them down. But if you're right-handed and you go this way, then you can actually sort on these other ones like that. So it's ambidextrous. It's got 26 slots. That's about enough for reverse holos, and normal cards for each energy type, except for one of the holos for me it's electric, and all the dragon ones. But yeah, that those aren't a big deal anyways. And then obviously down here is all my like trainer cards and stuff and my energies, just because they ran out of space. As I get hopefully bigger as a content creator, I'm actually going to reach out to BCW and be like, bro, can you make one of these specific for all the different Pokemon card types possible? And hopefully someday I'll have enough clout where somebody will listen to me. But yeah, I really like this. It makes things so much easier. And like, if I were doing this without one of these trays and I was talking during the whole thing, you know how like messy all my piles of cards would be right now, and they'd all topple over, and then I'd have to start over again. I've done that before. It's not a good time. So I love this tray. If I could make a commission off it, I would totally be dropping these links in my lives, but I can't find anywhere where I could even monetize it. So go grab it off Amazon or Walmart or wherever you buy BCW stuff. And yeah, I'm a big fan of BCW personally. I used all of their those cardboard thingies to like put your bulk, and then I have some of those like big plastic tubs that you can like bring around and fit top loaders in. And Leafeon, I think you're on Twitch. I'm not selling Pokemon cards right now. I'm always down to like sell if somebody's looking for something and I have it, and you want to pay market price, then yeah, I'll sell one. If it's a dupe of mine, I'm still like, I just got back into collecting late last year, so I don't have a ton of cards yet. Well, it depends on the definition of a ton of cards, because let's be honest, including my bulk, I probably have like 50,000 Pokemon cards in my house right now. Yes, and I would love Lakesh if they sponsored me. If somebody can get BCW to give me a sponsor, I would be so happy because I use their products all the time. Like them, Dragon Shield. I personally prefer Dragon Shield to Ultra Pro for sleeves, especially for if you play Pokemon. Dragon Shield, in my opinion, has the best shuffle ability out of any sleeves out there, and so I'm a huge fan of theirs. And I do use Ultra Pro for all my grading related sleeves and stuff. So those penny sleeves I've shown y'all and stuff like that definitely goes through Ultra Pro. Let's see, checking comments again. Just make sure. Oh, let's see. I think I missed one from Vic. Vic, I've only opened probably 9-ish packs of Ascended Heroes so far. And here, let me show. And this is literally the only good card I've pulled. Now, that being said, I love Mimikyu, so I'm super happy I have this card, and it's grade worthy. It's like centered enough. You can tell it's like skewed to the left or to the right, but it's centered enough. And yeah, so I have only pulled that card out of 9 packs, and so I don't really know what I don't know yet. Once I get some of my ETBs in and stuff, and like I'm able to open more packs, I will have a better answer, but in that small of a sample size, I'm not sure if it's just luck of the draw or not yet. Oh yeah, and I saw that there's a Chaos Rising, so we should all be ready to go on the Pokemon Center in the next few mornings. And so, luckily, I haven't started my new job yet, so I won't have to worry about missing that drop. Yeah, so let's see. What do I do with all my bulk? Well, currently it's sitting over here in my office closet, and there are, let's see, I get those BCW 550 count cardboard boxes, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by... I have 20 boxes of those, so I have over 2,000 cards, or like almost 2,500 cards just sitting up there. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my bulk yet. I have a couple requests from people to go look through certain things. There's a guy that's looking specifically for like just common Psyduck and Lechonk cards, and I told him once I have a chance, I'll sort through that and just, if he pays shipping, I'll just mail him the ones he wants. My new job is similar to my old job. I work in tech, so I got another job in tech, and I'm going to be working on lots of different systems. I got a job that was one level higher than the one before, where I was like a manager, but not a people manager, and now I'm both a manager and a people manager. So it will be interesting. It's I didn't actually graduate college, so it's honestly kind of crazy that I have such a high-paying like tech job. And these days, it's hard to get a high-paying tech job because of what AI is doing to that area. I've had a lot of close friends that are like lower-level front-end like software developers that can't find work right now, and I feel really bad for them because a lot of these people paid for a coding boot camp like 3 or 4 years ago, thinking, oh yeah, this is a great job where I'll be making 150, 200 grand a year, and then they had employment for a couple years and got laid off because they're on the low end of the totem pole. So a little bit of a bummer. Let's see. Hey James, let's see, buy 20 grade cards or so. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for good like graded cards and you know exactly what kind of cards you want, I would honestly go and like look on eBay at like PSA's marketplace, see what they're selling. What I would avoid is doing one of those like card gotcha games where like GameStop Power Packs or Arena Club, like that's the fastest way to lose all your money. And I know from experience because I tried that and I lost a bunch of money. All that said, though, I got lucky one time and I pulled the Pikachu with Magikarp hat, so don't use me as an example because I probably spent more than that at this point. How do I get top viewer? Honestly, I don't know. I'm still learning how the live stuff works. And thanks, Jace. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm so thankful that I got a job offer because people in my industry, like right now, they're struggling, like I said. But not only that, I'm on the product management side, and I have friends that haven't had a job for like a year. And the only reason that I was able to get a job so quickly, I got technically laid off in, what was it? Oops, I screwed these up. I got laid off in mid-December of last year, but then I had severance through like the middle of January. So by the time I start work, I'm basically going to have not been paid for like a little under a month. So it could have been way, way worse. Like I said, I was like starting to like build out my contingency plans for like selling my house to make sure I didn't get into like a ton of debt and like potentially moving away from Vegas and stuff. So I'm glad I didn't have to do that. I like just got this house a couple years ago. I got it right before all the interest rates went up. So really don't want to move. I also moved, oh my God, I moved 7 or 8 times in like 7 or 8 years before I bought this house. So I'm really, really not trying to move right now. Yeah, I'm glad too. And again, I appreciate all the support that everybody's given me through the comments on like my giveaway posts and stuff like that. But yeah, honestly, it was a really nice break. I had not taken more than like a week off of work since I was 18. And a lot of times because I worked in tech, like I would get calls on my vacation and I'd have to go and turn my laptop on and go deal with some BS. And so just really thankful I got time to like recharge and recover from being extremely burned out. And then honestly, it gave me a ton of time to think about what I want to do long term. And if I one of the things I realized is I want to try to grow this social media stuff. And so in that time, I said this to some other people, but I've been promoting my giveaway posts on TikTok. And that has yielded me, I'm going to hit 5,000 followers sometime this month. And I still can't believe that. So again, I appreciate all of you. And I just dropped a Vulpix. Give me 1 sec. No, it wasn't a Vulpix. It was a Magnemite. And see you later, Frost. First card was Van Gogh Pikachu. That's a great card for a first card, man. Like I have a couple of them. I have a PSA 9 and a PSA 10 Pikachu with a gray felt hat. One of my favorite arts ever. And it's an incredibly valuable card, at least right now. I do worry that the price on that card will go down because the market price right now for the Pikachu with a gray felt hat is being propped up by nostalgia. If you look at how many PSA 10s there are for that card, it shouldn't be worth as much as it is from a scarcity perspective. So that's my only concern with those cards is that they could go down in price once another chase card comes out that's Pikachu related. But we'll see. I could be totally wrong on that. I mean, there's plenty of those like Poncho Pikachu cards out there, and those are going for tens of thousands of dollars. So, yeah. And let's see. Ideally 9s. Yeah, honestly, 9s, if you don't care about PSA 10s and you're just trying to collect certain cards, but you want graded cards, PSA 9s are honestly one of the best ways to go. Especially if you didn't buy the card and then send it in for grading yourself and you're just buying a PSA 9. Honestly, that is probably the best way to buy anything. Like, because basically what you get out of a PSA 9 is you get an encapsulated mint card that is the same price as buying a raw card, essentially. Sometimes it's like 10% more than the raw card, but like it's not enough of a difference where you should like want to buy a 10 unless you're a weirdo like me that needs only 10s. Like, I don't know. For me, I'm like, if something doesn't come up perfect, it bums me out. But to be quite honest, if you're not like a grading professional, I bet you can't even tell the difference between a 9 and a 10 most of the time unless you know all the different little aspects to see there. And yeah, Jace, that is 100% true. The other thing I realized and that I learned from when I was starting to grow this account is that when I do my contest, I absolutely need people to tag their friends. Before I did that, my reach was like nothing when I ran these contests, and I was still paying to promote those contest videos, and I'm like, this isn't working very well. And yeah, so like once I figured that out, all of a sudden like my follower growth was exponential. So I might actually do a video on that for the Pokemon creator community one of these days. I've had a request for a video on more details on grading. My buddy Nick also suggested that I show people a difference between tag and PSA grading. I've never done tag before, so I would definitely try that on a video. And then, outside of that, there's some other videos I'm working on here. Somebody else was asking me, how do I get all my Pokemon cards? And so I know a lot of the people that I talk to on TikTok know all the tips and tricks, but for those of you that are new to this live stream, if you're looking for Pokemon cards and you can't find them and you refuse to pay these or feed these scalpers, I follow the Pokemon deals, or Pokemon TCG deals or whatever. I'll have to look up the exact screen name on Twitter. It's a free account. Anybody that's telling you have to pay for a Discord is a liar. And I know Lukesh said yesterday he does I think it was like Emerald something for the Discord, and it's also free. But avoid like the plague the con artists trying to charge you for a Discord, because they don't have any newer information or faster information than the people that are giving it for free. Let's see. And I don't think I have any graded cards that I would be selling right now because I'm still starting out. But come back to me and make sure you're following me wherever you're seeing this. It looks like Twitch. And come back to me or ping me in a little while, because I have 200 cards with PSA right now, and I guarantee some of them are not going to be 10s. And so that's probably the point where I'll be looking to offload some of those. But right now, they're still all in queue. And I just saw some of them move to assembly today, so I should be getting 20 back in the next week or two. And then I'm also waiting for my Mega Charizard promo card from the UPC to come back. I think that's going to get a 10, I hope. If that gets a 10, I send in like 3 or 4 of them. So if that gets a 10, I would definitely sell one of them, probably just back to PSA at that point. Sounds good. Let me see. What did you say, Jace? Jace, they do PSA buyback offers directly through the app on 9s. I even got one on an 8, but the 8 I got was a really rare card. It was the Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings card that is the one ring that looks like a Grateful Dead poster. And so I get why they would want that card. But I said nah, because even though it was an 8, I'm keeping that card because the art is so cool. And also I have the Sauron one with it too. Both of the... I had them in this case behind me there, but they're inside the case now. I'll open it later. Yeah, sounds good, James. And let's see. What's up? Buy Shop Keelan on YouTube. And sounds good. Thanks, Lukesh. And let's see. Gibby, I am... so I'm sorting just so it's easier for me to find cards later. So people have asked if I sort by set, and I don't, because I open so many sets at the same time. It's hard for me to keep track of those. But I sort by the quarter in which I opened a Pokemon card, and then I sort by color in holo versus reverse holo. And so basically what that turns into is that I have boxes of cards that are labeled like Q4 2025 grass normal cards, or Q4 2025 grass reverse holos, or something like that. So yeah, then if somebody asks me if I have a bulk card that they're looking for, because I have some friends here in Vegas that play the game, I can go dig through my bulk and find it for them, and it only takes me a few minutes. And so someday I'll probably get even more detailed and meticulous about sorting and do like a actual by set and stuff, but I just haven't found the real need for that yet, and I don't have enough slots in my sorting tray to make that work well. Let's see. And thanks, Lukesh. And yeah, bulk could be worth hundreds to thousands. Yeah, that's true. What I'm probably going to do is let the bulk age a bit and then see what happens with some of the values of the more common cards. Because I did notice that like holos and reverse holos from 151 are already starting to go up in price. And then I like spot checked some reverse holos from older sets. Like I had like a Vaporeon reverse holo from... I don't remember what set that one was, but some of those older cards are worth a handful of money. And then if they're in good shape and graded, they're worth even more. Downside is, let's see, one sec. Let me answer my question on Twitch. So James, if I buy these lots on eBay, So the ones that are real on eBay, if you're looking specifically for PSA slabs, are going to be the ones that PSA is selling through its vault. That's how you know it's 100% real, but you don't have to do that. eBay has a service where basically any card that is like a certified graded card from like the major companies, they have to be sent to an authenticator before they can ship to the end user that bought it. So let's say you bought, a Pikachu and felt hat PSA 9, and you bought it from just some guy on eBay. eBay will require the guy, when you buy it from him, to send it to an authenticator, which I'm almost positive, based on the last time I did this, where I sold a card to a guy. I'm almost positive they had me send it directly to PSA. And then somebody there just said, yes, this is not a fake, and then it gets sent to that person. Let's see. What's that about a giveaway, Akash? I do have one going on for the long term. I think that there's a video on my YouTube that should have that too. And yeah, no problem, James. And let me see. Yeah, and so over on the TikTok side, I know y'all can't see each other's chats on the other side. And see you later, Lukesh. Thanks for following again. And yeah, so let's see. So Jace on the TikTok side is saying he's bought a few eBay authenticity cards, and that's the process that he had to go through. So yeah, you can definitely do it that way, even if it's some random person on eBay, and eBay has implemented a system with these grading companies to help protect you. Yeah, it is a lot to process. I will say I started getting back into collecting like in August of last year, and before that, the last time I'd opened a booster pack for Pokemon I was probably 25-ish years before that. So a lot of time between, and a lot of things have changed. I'm still learning all the new Pokemon names, but also learning the process for values and grading. I personally use the app Collector, like Collectr. There's no E at the end of that word. I use the premium version of that. It's like $60 a year, but then it lets you do like scanning through the app, which is not that great, but it lets you track not just Pokemon, but if you're into Magic the Gathering and Lorcana and all these other trading card games, you can keep them in a single like place and track the value of all of them. And then you get like a analytics, almost like you're like investing in the stock market. It's actually pretty cool. And what's up, Snorlax Steve? I love that name, by the way. And Pokemon Red Lavender Town. Yeah, I mean, that was a way long time ago when I played Lavender Town last, but yeah, I remember. I definitely remember it, and I saw somebody recently did a like EDM club remix of Lavender Town, like the sounds from Lavender Town, or I should say song from Lavender Town. So I thought that was pretty cool. And let's see. I want to collect Pokemon, football, basketball. Yeah, so right now, James, is if you're looking to collect and then hope it appreciates, you might want to wait until things fluctuate a little bit. I feel like we're in a bubble with Pokemon right this second. I could be totally wrong. I hope I'm wrong, honestly, but it just feels like as all of these scalpers are starting to migrate over to like Dragon Ball Z and Yu-Gi-Oh! And One Piece and stuff, and they're starting to kind of calm down a little bit on Pokemon, that it could cause a little bit of depression in the prices of the market. But all that being said, chase cards are going to be chase cards no matter what, because the people that are scalpers are not the same people buying graded slabs. And so it's interesting because if you go and you look at like the comments on like Pokemon card posts on like TikTok or like even YouTube, you'll see like half the people are there like, I just want to buy the stuff and make money off it. But then the other half are like, I want to actually collect it and then profit off of the raise in prices from holding things long term. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not really in it for the money either. Like if I need money someday and it's like an absolute emergency and I have to liquidate some Pokemon cards, then so be it. Like it's kind of a little bit of a backup plan in case like everything else fails. But I'm really in it for collecting and honestly interacting with this community and doing. One of the most fun thing is like trading people. Like everybody's looking for certain cards, and I end up with like triples or like quadruples of random like chase cards that other people are looking for. So I really like that. And let's see, let me look at TikTok. Oh, nice. So yeah, I started doing sorting, like I would put stacks and then I'd have like little trays and stuff. And it was driving me crazy because the stacks would always fall over. So I bought this BCW Safe Sort tray and I don't regret anything. Hey, look, I'm finding some, I guess I won't call them hits, but I'm finding some less than common cards or more rare cards, I guess would be the better way to put it. And yeah, totally. Honestly, that's what I'm trying to do here, James. Is that's like part of what my like long-term strategy is for my content creation and collector stuff. Is I want to start becoming a vendor at like card shows and stuff. I need more inventory first, and it sounds like that's where you're headed to. And then, oh my God, you sleeved all? You sleeved all bulk or just certain sets? Because if you sleeved all your bulk, I am just impressed. I sleeve all double rares and above, and Pokeball cards I'll put in a penny sleeve, but anything I put in a top loader I double sleeve. I have an inner sleeve and then like a outer sleeve. So I'm OCD about like the rarer cards, but I should probably consider what I need to do with some of these hollows and reverse hollows long term. Oh, everything. I did the math on how much value it is in like a super common bulk card, and then how much a penny sleeve costs, and I couldn't justify sleeving them. All right, let's see what we got in this one. Appreciate you, Vinny. And are you in New York City or like upstate New York? I'm from the border of Massachusetts and like New York there near Albany. So just curious. I don't live there now. I'm in Las Vegas now, but I lived there for 20 something years. Oh, okay, you're in Long Island. Do you have the like really thick New York accent then? Let's see. This goes there. And let's see. Oh, that's fair, Snorlax. If dupes share sleeves, that makes it a little bit easier then. Because I was gonna say that's a lot of sleeves, and like I don't even want to know what your budget for sleeves would be at that point. If you open as much as I do, at least. And oh, so all right, Vinny. Then you're talking with your hands. Then this is something I know very well from growing up in the East Coast around a bunch of Italians. And let's see, James. Problem is currently that all card lots are auctions. Yeah, so if you use the collector app or like the collector app is honestly the best way to go, and that gives you the best market price. You can also use for graded cards. That's kind of what I generally like to use these days. Is because they'll pull everything like all this data from eBay and TCG Player, and then they dump it into their app and show you both the raw card costs as well as like every different level of grading from every different grading company, assuming that that card has enough grades. And yes, that does mean WTF for sure. I was like watching some reality show. It was like one of those like body cam shows the other day, and there was like a really mad Italian dude. And he's yelling at the cop, and then he does this. And I just started dying. I'm like, yep, this is an Italian on the East Coast. It's got to be. Let me see here. So, just checking my other comments real quick. Let's see. Who else is in my TikTok chat here? I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. And looking back here. So I am Korean. I was born in Korea, but I was adopted as a baby. So I'm like the whitest Korean I think anybody's ever met. Like I grew up on like a big farm in rural Massachusetts. But I have been learning Korean lately because I have a biological brother I've never met who was not adopted. So I'm trying to find him in Korea and go see if I can find him someday. So the cool thing about that is I want to make a little mini documentary if I end up doing that. Koreans are the nicest people I've met too until you make them angry. Angry Koreans are really scary. Honestly, angry Asians are generally scary. Especially like I have like a bunch of Asian friends, especially now that I live on the West Coast, and like I've seen some of their moms be disappointed in them, and I'm like, oh man, I do not want to. I grew up with a white mom, so you know, she didn't really care compared to these tiger moms. And stream tonight, set up a berry blender. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, streaming is this is actually not the preferred way that I would stream sorting cards, but I realized that nobody wants to watch like on their phone in landscape mode. So I'm like, whatever. It's just a little harder to see like the details on the cards as I sort. And yeah, I feel you there, Vinny. I've seen some very angry Italians too, and my one of my aunts that was married into my parents' family, who's like, I don't know what ethnicity they came from in Europe, but my aunt's name is Mary Lucia, and she's like the most Italian woman I've ever met. I think her maiden name was like a super Italian name that had like Del some other last name in it too. But she made the best lasagna I've ever had. Oh man, I need to go visit the East Coast and get that lasagna again. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna sort a little bit more, and then once I kind of get to once I get sick of this for a few, if anybody wants, I will open a handful of packs and we'll see if I pull anything good. By the way, if you haven't seen Ascended Reverse Hollows yet, they have like little stamps on them now, which I think is way nicer than the Mega Evolution and Phantasma ones that were just this kind of like flat reverse hollow like kind of style. And hey Chantel, how you doing? Oh, that was the first time you had Korean fried chicken, Vinny? Like Korean fried chicken is possibly one of like the best inventions ever. And it is one of my favorite things. There's like a lot of chains like Bonchon that do it pretty well. But here in Vegas, we have a lot of like Korean places for food, and like Vegas has an amazing has a ton of amazing Asian food. So we have a lot of good Chinese food. We have like James Beard, like runner-up chef that runs a what is it? I think it's a Thai place or Vietnamese place. No, it's a Thai place. And then we have just all the really good food on the strip here. But like honestly, there's a lot of local food that's amazing. I just had Korean barbecue like late last week, and it was my fiance hadn't seen her like former colleagues for a while, so they all wanted to meet up, and then there was a lot of soju, so I did not feel good the next day, that was for sure. And let's see what else we have here. Just making sure I check all the different channels here. All right, let me see. I'm going to open some packs here in a minute. I'm getting tired of sorting for today, but I just want to finish the current stack I'm on. Yeah, I'm a fan of In-N-Out's burgers. I am not a fan of their fries personally. I don't like I appreciate that their fries are like the like cleanest ingredients ever, but like they don't taste like anything. And it's like if you had a McDonald's fry that tasted like nothing. Because it's like the right shape to be a McDonald's fry, but it just doesn't, I don't know, needs more flavor. Shake Shack is decent for the East Coast, and we have a ton of them here in Vegas. But yeah, I'm trying to think what I missed the most on the East Coast. Yeah, they do taste like cardboard. That's like literally what 100% of everybody says about their fries. What's Long Island for breakfast sandwiches? Do you do ham, egg, and cheese, or are you guys Taylor ham like that eastern part of New York and western part of New Jersey, or the opposite, western part of New York, eastern New Jersey? Or pork roll, whatever you want to call it. What's up, Spotted T? Zard you up? I got two Zards back here. They're looking good. I got the SIR from 151 and Mega back there. Bacon, egg, cheese, salt, pepper. Yeah, I will go for that. So Vinny, I grew up, I don't know if you've heard of this, but a lot of people in New York have second homes there, so I figure you might know this. I grew up in the Berkshires in Massachusetts, so lots of like amazing food up there. There's a bagel company up there that moved from the city, and oh my god, I miss bagels on the East Coast. That's one of the things I miss the most. I won't even eat pizza out here because I don't trust the dough. Like New York and Massachusetts and the whole Northeast region has just ruined me for certain things. Phantasmal Flames, Zard SIR. You mean this one? Let's see. All right, I got one more stack here to go. Or one more part of a stack, and then we will open some boosters together if anybody wants to see that. I'm going to save... I'm not going to open a ton today, though, because I went a little ham over the past few days. Oh, yeah. I think I'm more of a Boston boy than a New Yorker, personally, but probably because I grew up on the Massachusetts side, so by default I went with, like, Bruins, Red Sox, Patriots growing up. And then the funniest thing is that my dad growing up is Yankees, Jets, or Giants. I don't remember which one, but definitely Yankees. But then he loved the Celtics, so I don't understand. I don't think I think he was having a sports identity crisis. But yeah, I love Boston. Boston's got great food. Honestly, Boston, everybody says people in New York are mean, but they've never been to Boston. Like, New Yorkers are mean when you're like slowing them down because New Yorkers are always on a schedule. But Boston people are just straight up mean for the fun of being mean. And so, Mets, Eagles, Islanders, and Knicks fan. That seems mostly okay. I mean, I totally get the Eagles. Like, I think a lot of my friends from New York are big Eagles fans because the New York teams have just made them too sad over the last, like, however many years. Especially if you're a Jets fan, you're just like always depressed and you probably want to give up at some point. And so yeah, Islanders are fun this year. I really like watching Schaefer. I'm a huge Golden Knights fan. There's like a bunch of hockey stuff in my background over here. I was actually physically at the game where they won the Stanley Cup a couple years ago. Wow, look at the centering on this. This is the worst centering I think I've ever seen on any card ever. Like, might as well just print the, like, look at this guy. The Team Rocket guy is like coming off the side. Oh, Paldean Fates Zard SA. Yeah, I really want that one. I'm chasing everything from Paldean Fates. I opened so many packs from those Great Tusk collections and pulled zero. Actually nothing. So depressing. And Vinny, how old do you think I am? I'm just curious because I got them Asian genes and nobody can ever guess my age correctly. And actually anybody watching this, I'm curious, like, put in the chat how old you think I am, because this usually makes me feel good. But watch y'all say I'm like 50 years old. I'm going to be 38 in a month and a half. So, Vinny said 25, Jace said 32. I'm feeling real good. I appreciate both you guys. You're awesome. But yeah, them Asian genes, man. I'm... Like, even up close, like, I looked at the mirror the other day, I'm like, wow, I do not look 37 and 37.9. Hopefully, since I look this young on the outside, though, hopefully the inside is going the same way, because I was not the healthiest person in my 20s, so... Yeah, I'll be 38 in like a month and a half, Vinny, so not quite 38 yet, but yeah, and no, I don't have white hairs yet, Jace. There's one that keeps coming back in the very top of my head. I've been plucking it because I'm like, no, there's only one, I'm getting rid of it. And my fiance always like jokes, she's like, there's like 10 that are going to come back, and so far she's been wrong, so, ha. Yeah, it's funny because I have my 20-year high school reunion if I choose to go next year. And I'm going to be the youngest looking person there by a ton, guaranteed. I also like have basically not gained any weight since high school. So, and like every time I see anybody when I visit my hometown, they're like, how do you look exactly the same as 10 years ago the last time I saw you? And I'm like, I'm Asian. Like, what do you expect? We look young until we don't. And then when we look old, we look so old. Like, one day I'm just going to wake up and I'm going to straight up look like that dude who wisps his white beard from the Kill Bill movies, or like Mr. Miyagi or something. So it's fine. I'm going to milk it until I look that way. And then I'll probably even lean into that because it would be hilarious if I look like one of those old Asian men. If that happens, though, I'm 100% going to be that guy that like just paces around his neighborhood with his hands clasped behind his back in a big sweater. And now I've made like every stereotypical old Asian man joke ever. And yeah, James, collector app prices are crazy. Generally, though, you can usually get things a little bit lower than whatever the peak price is for whatever grade you're looking at there. But yeah, it's a cat and mouse game and a waiting game, and sometimes it's just not fun to try to collect these things right now. That's honestly why you're watching me sort all this bulk, is because I decided, because I'm a content creator and because I can use this for live streams and open packs live or in pre-recorded videos on my shorts, I'm just going to buy packs and open them and try to get the cards I'm looking for that way. And so far, it's been not working well for certain sets, and it's been working really well for other sets. But I like it more for the ability to make more content out of this. And then, so sometimes I'll live stream opening packs, but I'll have my other phone there so I can record the same video for a TikTok short and YouTube shorts, etc. And then yeah, I will then just try to find all the cards that are like grade worthy, which if you look at all these sorted cards, this is my stack that's about to go to PSA here. And I have a stack that's probably 5 times this tall of cards that weren't grade worthy that I put in my binder. One of these days I'll either do a live stream or a long video of my binder with all my valuable cards in it. I don't have a ton yet, but I have enough. So hopefully one of these days I'll get a bunch of hits and then be able to put them in there. All right, I got a couple more cards left to sort here. And let me just make sure I see all the comments here. But yeah, I guess the biggest thing I'll say about being in your late 30s is that in your professional work life, people seem to listen to you more than when you're in your late 20s. Like, it's ageist for sure, but for whatever reason, people are like, oh, this guy is in his mid to late 30s. He must know what he's talking about, even though I would have said exactly the same thing 10 years ago. So it's just weird. I don't understand that whole phenomenon in the business world. Let's see. All right, one more half stack, and then I'm going to open some packs here. So let me just sort through. I'm going to hold that aside for that guy who's looking for Psyducks. But yeah, I have found the Pokemon community to be really cool, mostly. Obviously, when I'm in line at like a Sam's Club waiting for a drop, the people at the front of the line are all a bunch of losers, but like, mostly. Like, every now and then it'll be somebody who's just really passionate about Pokemon at the front of the line, but most of the time it's the people that are scalping all the product, and they bring like 10 buddies, and then turns out a lot of this product then gets flipped to local card shops, and then they sell it for scalper prices too, so I hate it. And let's see, 20 minimum at once. Yeah, I feel you there. James, it might be worth looking for like a whole lot sale on like eBay or something. Like, let's say somebody lost their job and they absolutely need the money. There's got to be some of those deals that you can find where like you can just buy somebody's like slab collection or something. That might be a route to go, especially since the economy is still doing weird stuff. So there's got to be some people in tech especially that are having to liquidate their assets at this point. Let's see here. I am going to finish this up. And then I'm going to try to very carefully move this tray out of the way so I don't have to put everything in boxes right now. And so I can move it over and then record. Where's this going? Lost my train of thought there for a second. Team Rocket's Giovanni. Starmie, is this a... No, it's Destined Rivals. Murkrow. Yeah, hopefully you find a lot or somebody's like Pokemon slab estate to be able to just buy the whole thing then if you're looking to just get started up and be able to go from there. And appreciate all the likes on the TikTok side, y'all. Whoever's hammering their like button right now is awesome. I'm going to guess it's probably Jace. And Jace, my fiance dropped your that giveaway Mega Evolution stamp Bulbasaur IR in the mail this afternoon, so it'll probably get sent out tomorrow, or it'll get picked up by USPS tomorrow morning. That's my actually favorite thing, is that if I'm just like giving away a slab or a single card, the mailer envelope is small enough I can just throw it in the like mailbox thing down the street from us, and I don't have to like go all the way to like USPS or something. Because honestly, sometimes if I only have one thing to ship, I will just pay for FedEx ground envelope instead, because time is money, and driving all the way to a USPS for me, it takes like a 30-minute round trip. So if I don't have a reason to go there, I'm just gonna ship it with a different service, because I get so much stuff back from PSA these days that I can very easily have the FedEx guy here almost every week. All right, give me 1 sec. Oh man, you got outbid. That's a bummer. I don't understand with those sort of things, like how do some of these people always win their auctions and others don't? Are they just overpaying, or I don't know what's happening, but it just seems like there's people out there that are like, whatever, I'll just like try to get this thing. And then they're probably like, wow, I just spent like 800 times more than I should have on this card. All right, give me 1 sec. I'm just going to clean these up and move this tray. I'm going to take these headphones out for a second. Bear with me, then I got to move my camera around for real quick. Please don't drop this. Okay. Okay, we are back. Give me 1 second. I'm going to adjust this camera, and you're going to have to just bear with me here. So sorry for the shaky cam. I made my fiance laugh like hysterically earlier because she was trying to stream like some of the Grammys. Or like one of the Grammy performances, but she was doing it on YouTube, and it was like clearly one of those not like authorized streams. So I'm like, hey, we have Paramount Plus. Can we just turn on Paramount Plus and watch this so it doesn't look like somebody filmed it with a potato? And like, apparently me saying that just made her lose her mind, and she like couldn't stop laughing. But it really did look like it was filmed on a potato. All right, I'm getting my camera finished up here. 1 second, I'm almost done. I didn't tighten it enough. Hold on. I got one of those like small rig multi-moving like arms, and while I love it for most things, it's sometimes hard to get it to stay in the right place without falling down a little bit. All right, 1 sec, I gotta fix that. There we go. That's pretty good. Oh, I am a dummy. Hold on. I didn't mean to hide that from y'all. That's what I'm trying to do here. All right, one more thing. I just got to put this back a little. There we go. That's what I'm going for. All right, so we're going to open some of this Mega Evolution booster box together tonight. And then I'm going to call it a day in a few minutes here, but I want to open this with y'all, or some of it with y'all first. Sorry for the adjustments here. I'm just trying to get it so it's even. That's better. All right, we're going with that. Okay, so we're going to open this big boy. And if anybody didn't see my stream from the other day, look at this Chansey first. This is like my favorite new card, is this illustration rare. Because look, you got the Psyduck, you got the Ditto, you got two Chanseys, you got a Snorlax, and a Pokemon Center there, and then you got this little Bellsprout. So, I don't know. I just, for whatever reason, I love the art on that card. Oh, and since there's people on the stream, give me 1 second. If anybody's curious how I store my slabs, I have one of these guys. So this is from Vaulted, and it actually opens up, and there's like a bunch of slab storage, but you can also like mount 2 slabs in the front there. And so I love that so much. All right, let's go ahead and get to opening some Mega Evolution here. So let's see what happens. I don't know how much faith I have that there's going to be anything good in here, but I will be giving this enhanced Bulbasaur Mega Evolution stamped card away one of these days on an upcoming live stream. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Jace won the last one of these on TikTok, and this is actually coming his way in the mail right now. So I just grabbed another one, and I'll give that away because I literally have like 7 of those now. Yeah, brand new booster box. I don't know how well I'm going to do on this. Let's find out, though. All right, I'm going to try pulling from the very back this time just to see if that makes any difference. Not like luck-wise, but more like I hate how as you pull the boosters from the front, the rest of the boosters start to fall forward. Just my OCD, you know. I got to bend that guide down so I can actually see my monitor. There we go. All right, let's see what we got here. We're going to start with 2 and hope that we get something good. I'm going to move this cable out of my way. All right. Let's see. We got 2 Kangaskhans. I don't know how well this is going to go. I would love a Mega Kangaskhan, actually. Oh, I knew I was missing something. I'm like, why is my desk looking so weird? I have this whole new mat I wanted to put out of the original 3 evolutions there. And this is like my favorite new mat. I love it. It's like super cool looking. All right, let's see if I can manage to get this working now. It's a real weird angle. I'm standing, but also like, you know what? I'm gonna raise my desk a little bit. There we go. All right, let's see. We got a Marshadow. Ooh, whoops! I almost dropped it. Wally's Compassion SIR. Oh my God! Yes, we actually got something good. We got something good first pack, y'all. That was awesome. And absolutely, James, appreciate you, man. Definitely just ping me if you need any other advice. I'm happy to share how I have learned these things, and I'll be doing some more YouTube and TikTok and stuff that kind of shows what the grading process is like and how I acquire cards and stuff like that. So I have the same username on like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everything. So if you have any of those and you want to learn more, feel free to follow me there. And I post literally every day. This is not... We're going to use the tool. First pack magic there. I don't think I've ever had first pack magic. Awesome. Sounds good, James. Yeah, follow me there, and I'll make sure I see that, and I'll try to follow you back. I'm not super active on Instagram, but I use that as like my place to just chat with people if I need to anyways. Okay, according to this tool... the top bottom centering is gonna make this a PSA 9. I didn't even look if it has whitening. I just automatically knew. These things trick me so bad too. Oh man, that's a bummer. There's no whitening on the back, so this I'm just gonna put this in my binder. I'll look up the price later. Actually, I will put this in a pull tab sleeve just in case, because I'll look up the price. Sometimes these kind of cards, even in a PSA 9, it's worth the $18.99 to grade them. So I'll put that off to the side. But wow, what a good start. Let's open another pack. And hopefully we get something good here too. All right, second pack magic. What do we got? And yeah, same name as my Twitch. It's at AJ Choi Collects for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as well. All right, we got a Darkness Energy. All right, we got Nickit, Yungoos. Hey, look, we got a Mega Lucario, so technically we are 2 for 2. Let's see. I'm going to open a couple more packs because why not? Yeah, it looked good, but I measured it, and the top-bottom centering, Jace is not great. It was like right below the line of where it would get a 9. And so it's a little bit of a bummer, but I feel like a lot of full art trainer cards are skewed top-bottom. Awesome. Thanks, James. Appreciate you. And yeah, just reach out if you have any questions. Happy to help. All right, let's see. We got a Vulpix. Tangrowth. Snom. All right, no hits in that one. Let's try the other booster. All right, and anybody that's just jumping in here, I am just opening these for fun on live. I am not selling these to anybody, and yeah, we're just having a good time opening up some packs, and you're watching me hopefully pull something good so I can either keep it or get it graded. Pachirisu, Ninkata. Get out of here, Meganium. I don't like that card. I get it every time. Let me raise my desk a little bit more. All right, this should make it a little easier to open a couple more of these. Let's see, this is number 5 and 6. Let's go ahead and see if we got anything else. And wow, 14,000 likes on TikTok. Y'all are awesome. Like I said, though, I'm pretty sure Jace has been mashing the like button for quite some time. Iron Defender, Sizzlipede. Ooh, I don't actually have this Mega Abomasnow Ultra Rare. So this is another good card. Let's look at the back together real quick. This is a clean card, too. It's actually pretty well centered. All right, that's going in a... That's going in my Easy Grip sleeve, so I can get that ready to send into PSA if I want. Sorry for shaky cam. I keep hitting the cable that's attached to my GoPro. I need to find a better, like, POV and overhead desk camera to use than a GoPro. I was using my old iPhone 13, but the iPhone won't let you do portrait mode when you're streaming to your computer, which I think is ridiculous. And you know what? I'm probably going to email... I've actually had this success in doing this before. When you email Apple executive leadership, sometimes it gets like put into a queue and then they actually review your message. So maybe I'll send an email to, I always call him Tim Apple after Trump called him Tim Apple that one time. I thought that was like the funniest thing ever. So now he's Tim Apple forever. All right, Riolu, Jinx. Look at that, another hit, Mega Gardevoir. So 4 out of 6. It's not too bad. All right, let's open, let's see. I think we can do 2 more. Yeah, I don't have anything against Android, but I just, I have so much stuff in Apple's ecosystem. I don't really want to switch all my stuff. That said, I have like a Galaxy over here, and I also, if Apple really messes up the next AI stuff, then I'm going to go with Pixel, but it sounds like Apple's going to be using Gemini, which is interesting. All right, Thievul, Dialga, Xerneas, nothing there. All right, let's see. I just hit an hour on this stream, and so I'm going to sign off here in a few minutes and get ready to eat. But I'll probably open 2 more packs after this first, especially if there's no hit in this pack. I feel bad for the people watching the next half of this booster box on a stream. I feel like there's not going to be any good cards in that one. Okay, let's see. We got a Tinkaton, Energy Switch, Steelix. All right, let's open 2 more, and then we'll probably call it a day for today. But curious to see what's in these next 2. I just want the Kangaskhan and or Venusaur SIRs. Like, those are the ones I'm chasing. I don't even have the Gardevoir or Mega Lucario one, but personally I like the Kangaskhan and Venusaur one more. And thank you, Jace. Hopefully this is the pack. I feel like that Wally's Compassion is probably my SIR for this box, though, But I've gotten multiple SIRs in a box before, so Garganacl, Stuffle. Hey, look at that, Mega Absol. At least it was something. All right, let's open one more, and then I'm probably going to call it for today. Let's see what happens here, and we are up to 15K. So thank you for smashing that like button over and over on TikTok. And yeah, at one point I had like 20 people on my YouTube stream, which is awesome. So can't believe it. Really appreciate y'all. All right, let's see what we got. Hopefully there's something good in here. Bunnery, Miltank, Yveltal. Boo. I don't want to end on an Yveltal. I will open 2 more just because I don't like that card. And Live is telling me it will end in 456. Nah, bro. Hold on. I gotta fix the puzzle piece thing. All right, there we go. Live's always telling me it's gonna end due to inactivity because there's not enough movement on my screen for them, apparently. I don't know. I'm still learning how the Live stuff works anyways. All right, so last 2 packs now. Let's get a hit. Let's get something. Let's see what we get. Oops. Got Ninetales, Mystery Garden, Helioptile, Crawdaunt, Clawitzer. All right, it wasn't in that pack. If I get a Meganium or a Yveltal out of this next pack, I'm opening more because I hate those cards. And I can't end on those cards. Executor, Centiskorch, Kyogre, and Clawitzer. All right, well, we didn't end on... I got 2 Clawitzers in a row. I think that's my sign to end for today. So yeah, we have more than half this booster box left. I will be opening that on a live and then pre-recording some videos probably either tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on what my schedule looks like in the next couple of days. So definitely keep an eye out for my next live. And as always, I appreciate everybody for watching and interacting with me. And yeah, definitely follow me if you're not following. I do plenty of giveaways, and I'm going to start doing more live giveaways in the near future as well. I actually just reached out to one of my local card shops. I told them how many followers I have, and they might be funding some of my giveaways. So that is super exciting. I couldn't believe that they were even interested in that. But then I looked at how many followers they have, and I have more than them. So I guess that makes sense. So anyways, yeah, I will probably be back either tomorrow or Tuesday, or no, tomorrow's Tuesday, tomorrow or Wednesday. So, yeah, just keep an eye out. If you're following me on TikTok, that's where I'll usually post a heads up if I'm going live. Sometimes I don't though, because I don't know when I'm going live. So, yeah, just, we'll figure it out, and appreciate y'all. And until next time. So thanks again.